Hi, hello everybody. I'm Marina, that one girl that likes to talk a lot about houseplants, and welcome to Millennial Planter. Today's video. So usually I do, a lot of people also do favorites videos at the end of the month, and I kind of skipped last month's because I just never got around to filming it. And then this month I just didn't really feel like filming it actually, because I feel like I've already shown all of my plants, which is weird because I know that's not true, but I thought it would just be funny to do like a not favorite video of August. So here's my plants that have not been my personal favorite in August. Before we get started though, I would like to hear your selection of houseplants that haven't really been doing it for you this past month. Maybe not that you're like entirely over them, but maybe they're just not doing what you want them to do. That's kind of the case for me with a couple of these plants. And also, if you like all the Planty Things, go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's help propagate this community together. I would absolutely love to have you. So let's get on to my not favorite plants of August. And actually, I'm going to start with this plant that is the inspiration for this video. I thought of this plant and I was like, wow, you know what? I should do a not favorites because I'm really annoyed with this plant. This is my Epiprem Skeleton Key, and as you can see, it is very massive. It's a pretty long specimen, lots of foliage, lots of really cute leaves. But if you can see at the top, like, it hasn't fenestrated at all or changed shape at all, and I don't know why. It is actually attached to this plank. I was testing it out, and a lot of these like bottom aerial roots are attached to it, and usually that signals to the plant to start maturing, that it has like a secure place and it can start maturing and changing shape. And I think this is like a super morphing leaf. Kind of sounds like a Power Ranger. But it is a leaf that changes drastically in its mature form. So if you're climbing this plank, why are you not maturing for me, Mr. Skeleton Key? I don't know. One of my friends suggested maybe I try using calcium magnesium fertilizer, because she said that she noticed that it helped her silver sword put out mature leaves. So maybe that's something that I might try. I've never really heard of CalMag helping with maturity, but I'm willing to try anything at this point. I do regularly fertilize this plant. I actually think I over fertilized it at one point because it does have a lot of yellowing tips on a lot of this bottom foliage. So I did kind of back off on fertilizing, and a lot of the new growth at the top is green and they don't have any yellow tips. But I don't know what else to do to get it to mature faster. Maybe I can purchase like one more extension for this plank and extend it even taller if it needs that much more room to mature, but I don't know. So if you guys have any suggestions on what else I can do, definitely drop them in the comments below. Like, it's getting a lot of light. It has a good amount of humidity, enough humidity to attach to this plank. I don't know what else you want me to do. I also, haven't really seen a lot of mature specimens of Skeleton Key around on the internet, on the interwebs. So maybe it's just a particularly hard plant to mature, but I am willing to accept that challenge and just try it out. Maybe I need to cut it and propagate it some more. I don't know. I don't know. So if you know, let me know and we can try this thing together. But I'm really excited once I do get some bigger leaves. I kind of feel like the leaves are actually getting smaller. Like, they were getting pretty big here, and then like here at the top, I feel like they're smaller. I don't know. But it's been really frustrating because I was hoping to get a mature leaf by now, and while I still have a few months left in the growing season, colder weather is coming quicker than, we think. Like, it's right around the corner. It's just gonna, in a blink of an eye, it's gonna be here. And I know that's when all of my plants are gonna slow down in growth, so I wanna get some mature leaves before then, but we'll see what happens. So plant number 2 of plants that I have not been liking for the month of August is one that has been on my shit list for a while, and I've talked about it a few times on this channel, but is my Anthurium hybrid, Luxurians cross Radicans. I don't know what to do with this plant. Honestly, at this point, I'm about to sell it, get rid of it somehow, because it just refuses to put out a new leaf. I have tried my darnest to keep up with watering on this, and a leaf will form for a little bit, but right before it completely unfurls, it just completely dries up. And I don't know why. Like, I'm not letting the plant get that dry to where it needs to crisp up a new leaf, but it just, every single leaf it has put out, it has probably put out at least 5 new leaves, and all of them have just crisped up seemingly overnight, and it's infuriating. I've never had that happen to any of my Anthuriums before, so I don't even know what her deal is. Like, not even with my queen, she's never done that with any of her new leaves. If anything, like, if I underwater her, she will get holes in her foliage, but she's never completely aborted a new leaf. So why, if you're a hybrid, hybrids are notoriously easy compared to regular plants. Like, why are you giving me so much problems? I don't understand. This was imported at the beginning of the year, but I also have an Anthurium crystallinum that was imported, and that one also took a while to give me new leaves, but she's already put out 2 or 3 new leaves since then, and this one hasn't. So I need you to get your act together. I'm fertilizing you a lot. I have moved you from a higher light position to a lower light situation. Like, tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and I promise I'll give it to you. But you can just see, like, all of those stubs, all of those broken, misfired leaves, just nothing. So it does have a new little baby coming out, so we'll see what happens. I will keep y'all updated as always, but I'm not very hopeful at this point. Maybe I should inspect the roots. That's the only thing I haven't done. But I felt like if it was root rot, it would have died by now, because this has been going on for months, like at least 6 months by now. But maybe I will check the roots and just make sure everything's okay. But other than that, I don't know what else to do. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I've heard from other people that this plant is really easy as well. So, like, what's going on here? I don't understand. I do feel like sometimes with plants, though, you just get a bad plant with bad genetics, so it definitely could be the case. But I feel like since it's coming out with the leaves, I just don't know what's going on in that process. Maybe I just really need to up the watering a lot, significantly, and then maybe I'll try that. Just watering it a lot more. And then watch me come next month with a video of how I rotted it. Anyways, Anthurium luxurians cross radicans, or radicans cross luxurians. She's been a problem since day one. Now we're gonna switch it over to a Hoya, and this is a Hoya that I just cannot grow for the life of me, and it is Hoya Retusa. So I actually did a trade with my friend for Hoya Retusa. She gave me a bunch of cuttings from her plant some months ago, and the plant, like, it rooted really well. When I transitioned it to soil, like, half of the cuttings ended up dying. And as you can see, like, Retusa is just such a weird plant, so it gives off these little, like, plantlets, almost like a spider plant baby, it kind of reminds me of. And those grow roots from the bottom, and they're just really hard and awkward to put into soil. So that friend, Amanda, she was just so nice, and she sent me more cuttings, and those cuttings still, like, they were just very hit or miss. So in a last-ditch effort to get me to grow a Retusa, she purchased a new one for me, actually as a birthday gift, and this one is fully rooted, and it's a whole plant, and it was just extraordinarily kind of her, because she didn't have to do it. Like, obviously this is user error, but she clearly wants me to grow a Retusa, and I really do like them. I've experienced their blooms, and they're so freaking cute, and it still fascinates me how so many Hoyas put out umbels of flowers, and Hoya retusa just puts out a single flower. But I have this one, and it still hasn't grown for me. In fact, I just took off 2 yellowing leaves. So I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a watering issue with me and retusa, but I can't figure out what that watering situation is. Like, maybe she does need more water because it is a thinner leafed Hoya, but I can't figure out that happy medium between not giving her too much water to where I overwater her, but not giving her enough water to where she's like not growing and drying out too much. I don't know. I don't know. It's times like this where I wish that maybe I should try out LECA again for plants like this, like Hoyas that just don't want to grow for me and I really want to grow them. But I don't want to try. I don't want to put money into a whole other planting medium. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy with soil. I'm not getting LECA just for like a few plants. So we'll see what happens with her. I actually still have my other struggling Hoya retusa outside where everything thrives outside, especially my Hoyas, and it hasn't grown all summer, and I do not understand. I really don't. So maybe this is just a sign from the universe that I need to quit Hoya retusa, but I won't quit until they're dead. So, Hoya retusa. Please let me know you guys struggle with this Hoya as well. Like, I can grow any other Hoya really, really well, but not retusa. Retusa and me we're gonna fight. We're gonna throw some hands, and one of us will come out alive. Most likely me. So now the next plant that has been on the struggle bus, kind of, but not really, for August is Anthurium Forgetty Eye. So, okay, you can see this plant. It's growing fine. Like, the leaves look okay-ish. Like, we have like a half leaf here. It's probably from low humidity or underwatering, but I don't know. I see other Anthurium Forgetty Eyes, and I just feel like mine looks sad and floppy. Maybe it's just because it's still a seedling and, you know, this the stem area isn't really big and beefy like anthuriums usually are. So maybe that's why, like, maybe that's a big reason why it is so floppy. But I don't know. I just feel like this plant is just one wrong watering or wrong fertilizer away from death's doorstep. Like, I feel like it could just croak at any minute. And that makes me really nervous because I actually really love Anthurium Forgetty Eye, and I love their no sinusness to them. I think they're super cute, and I think that leaf foliage is just everything, and I like how thick they are. So I'm really hoping that it's just like maybe all in my head, and I really hope that it is happy. It has put out an extra pup for me, so you can see there's 2 in there instead of just 1. So we'll see. We'll just keep monitoring it. I'm not going to change anything because I do feel like it is happy. I don't know. I feel like it's happy, but then I feel like it could just take a turn at any moment. You know? Does anybody else have a plant like that? I don't know, but that's how I feel. But yeah, Anthurium Forgetty. I don't know what else to say. That is a new leaf there, though. So I'm interested to see how big this leaf is going to get. And as always, I will definitely share updates with you all. Okay, on to my second to last not favorite plant of August, and it is Hoya Ficus. This gal here, you little Hoya, she does not want to grow for me at all. At all. I actually have even noticed she has a little tiny root coming through at the bottom. So her roots are doing great. She's in my grow tent. She has lots of humidity, lots of light, lots of warmth, and she still refuses to grow, and I don't know why. You can actually see I did cut her recently because that's like something that's common with vining plants, and especially Hoya. If you cut them, it releases this hormone that will send signals to essentially get the plant to grow, and a lot of times it'll shoot off another vine completely, a whole new vine. So I was hoping that this would happen with this Wobble Wences, but no, it hasn't happened. And I have just officially tried all the things, and I mean, the root at the bottom looks super healthy, so maybe I should give it a bigger pot. That's an option, but other than that, I also don't know what to do. I am fertilizing her regularly, watering her regularly, and just nothing. We've been at a standstill for months, absolute months. Wow, that's sad. I've had this plant since October of 2020. Now she was growing at one point and I did cut her in true Marina fashion, but after that is kind of when it stopped growing and got stunted. I came to the realization that some Hoyas just don't like to be cut at all. And I guess Wences is one of them. So then, I mean, I guess I probably shouldn't have cut it again, but I did. So here we are with one leaf and a lot of frustration. So Hoya Ficus, probably once again, user error. I'm sorry, I did you dirty. I know. It's just, that's what it is. She's just really mad at me because I cut her so many times. I mean, she's not super root bound. Yeah, I guess she is kind of root bound because look at that. All of that soil is just encapsulated in roots. So actually, okay, that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to give her a bigger pot. I don't think that's the issue though, but I'm going to give her a bigger pot and we'll see what happens. Next plant is actually my last and final plant, and it is a plant that part of me really wants to hate, but also part of me wants to order a bigger pot of it because I do love it so much. And it is a Discidia, watermelon ovata. You can see she's not doing the best. I mean, she actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Her leaves look really healthy. They're really sun stressed. They're really cute. Watermelon Discidia is adorable. It has like string of turtle vibes or like Hoya Ficus Eye vibes. But this one just refuses to grow. I actually had two of them. I had the mother plant, and then this is the baby plant. I gave the mother plant to a friend, and that one is doing great, which is super rude. I'm highly offended that it had the audacity to thrive in different environments than my own. But we're with this one now. And this one I've also had in a high humidity place. I had it in my grow tent where it did get super sun stressed, but it has stayed like this for so long. It is so frustrating. I've tried to give the plant away too, but that fell through, and so I'm just stuck with the plant. I'm stuck with it. I'm not gonna toss it. We're just gonna duke it out and see what happens. Hope for the best. Maybe somewhere along the lines in like 5 years I'll have a bigger one, but I do want to order a bigger one because I love them. They're so freaking cute. But also I feel like Discidia, which is ironic, but I feel like I don't grow Discidia really well. They are the cousins to Hoya, so I feel like that's where the irony kind of steps in, because I do grow Hoya pretty decently. But I have a Discidia numeralaria, dragon tail Discidia. I can't say the word. The dragon one, you all know, the bubbly, cute one. And that one grows awful for me as well. That one is outside, and it's still not doing that well outside. So, I don't know, much like the Retusa, maybe this is a sign from the universe that I'm not meant to grow Discidia, but I would love to know your Discidia tips down below if you have any, because we just don't vibe. And I want to get more because I think they're a really underrated and beautiful genus that I want to explore more, but I already have two that I've had really bad experiences with, so I don't know if I can dive into Discidia world just yet. But yeah, my little baby Discidia ovata. Definitely not a favorite of August. So that wraps it up for my 7 not favorite plants of August. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. It was just a funny take on a monthly favorites. At least I think so. But just sharing some of my frustrations with my plants. We all have them. We all have our frustrations, our problem children, our problem plants. So just know you're not alone if you're struggling with some of yours. So go ahead and share your problem plants of the month down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I hope you all are staying safe, sane, happy, and healthy. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!